globally influential at the same time. Now, he is a rock musician, had a very successful band name known as Charlie Brown. He's even written a #1 hit in New Zealand. He's a songwriter, a poet, a collector of 16 Les Paul's guitars. That's more than my shoes. His favorite meal of the day is breakfast, and he has a soft spot, not for dogs, not for cats, not even rabbits, but for giraffes. Interesting. Which already makes him hard to forget. But what makes him truly remarkable is the impact he has had on the speaking profession around the world. He is the president of the Global Speaker Federation, a CSP, Global Speaking Fellow, PSA NZAC Life Member, a 7-time international best-selling author, and a veteran of more than 3,500 events across 50 countries. Please welcome to the stage, Mike Hancock.
Judge me, folks, I'm not here to make a keynote. I'm here in my official capacity of the Global Speakers Federation President. And that means I'm here to tell you a bit about the Federation. Who here knows nothing about the Global Speakers Federation? Yep, that's what I thought. Well, you're going to know a little bit more. But before I do that, I just have to do something, because I am in an official capacity. Scott, could you just hold on to my ego for a minute? Thank you. By the way, I do want to recognise some people as well. We've had a lot of recognition for Lindsay and the Australian team, but one more time, they're doing a fantastic job. So well done, great job. Secondly, everything starts with an idea, and what I would love you to acknowledge is the founder of the Global Speakers Summit, all the way from America, the first one I attended in 2005, Scott Friedman. Could you stand up? Perfect. So the Global Speakers Federation is at the heart of, as was said before, 17 different associations, just like the PSA, representing more than 40 countries. Our leadership team is a board of 21 people, and that 21 people includes representatives from every association, plus the presidential leadership team. I'm the current president. Ruby Newell-Legner from the USA was the past president. Our next president is Neerja Singh from India. Then Joni Petty is the current vice president from South Africa. And of course, our amazing executive officer, who at this conference will be everywhere, Sherry Bricks. Give it up for her. She's at the back. And while we're doing that, those of you from PSA are represented by the amazing Amanda Lambros. She's in the front seat, just down there. She is your voice on the board. And just like Scott had the vision for the Global Speakers Summit, Warren Evans back in 1997, 30 years ago next year, also had the vision for what is the Global Speakers Federation. And I'll have to read this because it has changed in the last year. Our mission is to be the catalyst and central hub for the global professional speaking industry. The core purpose is to elevate, empower and transform the profession, leading to lasting global impact. And when I came on board as president, we went immediately to a 3-day strategy session in Scottsdale, Arizona. We haven't done that in more than 10 years. And we had people flying in from all around the world. Some of our 21 people on the board, around about half of them were there live. The rest of them were online. They stayed up for all night, some of them, to actually be part of this. This went for 3 solid days. So when we were in America, some people like in South Africa and that were staying up a lot longer. And we came up with our new strategy, which is based on 3 pillars. A pillar of governance, making the industry stronger from a government point of view, a pillar of partnerships, and a pillar of advancement. On a personal note, I no longer want to lose gigs to Johnny from accounts who tells a good joke. Do you? So we need to take this profession and make it as fundamental as the medical profession, the accountancy profession, and the legal profession worldwide. And that's a big mandate. And that's what our aim is. And it's not going to take a short amount of time. But let me share with you what we've done between last August and right here today, because I think it's been phenomenal. Those 3 pillars come down to 21 individual actions. And I'm proud to say that 16 of those we're actually underway with at the moment. You can read about some of them in the magazine. By the way, isn't it a great magazine that you've got there? Just look for my picture and you can read them in there. It's towards the start. But the first one of those is, of course, based on the Professional Speakers Celebration Day, which is happening tomorrow. And that is amazing. Again, the idea of one man, GSF President John Molidor, a number of years ago, came up with this concept of why don't we have a celebration day? So all of us can celebrate who we are and make this known. And Ron Sang from Canada is doing the incredible thing tomorrow. I don't know how he's going to do this. He's basically live streaming the whole day to everybody in the world in the speaking profession. So this is going to be happening tomorrow, so expect crazy things to happen. So also tomorrow we have the launch of our first ever multi-authored book, the Global Speakers Federation book. And tomorrow I'm going to be joined by Laura Baxter from Castle Mount Media. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the backstory for that. And congratulations to each of the 31 authors in the room who are part of that. In addition, I'm pleased to announce, and this was rubber stamped yesterday at our board meeting, we are now launching the Global Speakers Network, which is something that for those of you that truly want to be global, this is something that you're going to be able to join. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this on Monday, to get yourselves truly global. And this is a partnership between the associations around the world and the GSF that's happening behind it. In addition to that, in the last 8 months, we have finally got equivalents on the certified speaking professional from around the world. Now that may seem like a strange thing, but before this, the rules in different countries were different. And those countries that have come together, the VSAI, PSA and APSS, along with teams from the US initially, have actually put this together. And now if you go for a CSP, where regardless of where you are in the world, through any of the registered entities, it is equivalent. That's no small mission. It took 4 years. But I'm pleased to announce that yesterday we also had rubber stamped, and we're moving forward with this, the development of our own GSF certification, which will be called the Trusted Speaking Professional. And where this came from is it came from our strategy meeting, where we said, what if we created a certification that the GSF had that allowed you, the speaker, to show your client how trusted you are by your other clients? Meaning that when you go there, just like any of the Trustpilot or any of those, you have a rating given by your own clients. So you can say, the reason you need to get me and not Johnny by accounts is because I've got a rating of 4.2 over the last 30 talks that I've got. So the work for this is now starting to put this in place. This is a huge thing, and we're going to really champion this in the industry in the years coming forward. We're not looking 1 year in the future, we're looking 5 and 10 years in the future. One of our other amazing initiatives, because you asked for it, is more events like this. This happens every 2 years. So again, yesterday, we finally rubber stamped some work that we've been doing, and I'm going to talk more about this on Monday as well. But we're going to be having international 3-day business masterminds that grab a core of 12 people and focus on a topic just for 3 days. So wait for those. They're going to blow you away. If you want to go really deep on a topic, that's what you're going to have coming at you. And this is just a snapshot that I'm giving you now. So our strategic plan, which is in a constant feedback loop between what's happening globally and what's happening locally, is in those three areas of governance, stronger governance of the industry, and that's going to raise the bar for us across the world and put us more in those professional ranks than we ever have been before. Why are we doing that? Well, because you and I stand on the stages of the companies that make the decisions that change the world. And that gives us an incredible power that we hold in our hands, and we need to become better at using that power. So, partnerships. You will find out more about partnerships when I speak on Monday, but we're already creating amazing partnerships with different providers that are going to benefit you, right down to maybe the car you drive or what software you use. And the last thing there, of course, is advancement of our industry. We've already been talking to Harvard University and LinkedIn about what can potentially happen between speakers that are members of associations around the world in raising their profile in the thought leadership process around the world. So have a great conference. We'll see you around, and thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Mike. Now, there is one more leader.